Good afternoon. This is Vasuki, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukkottai. I am going to explain about the subject .NET Technology. Introduction to .NET Framework. So, .NET is a language or package. No, it is framework. It is a software platform and it is language neutral, and it is not a language, it is a runtime library, and we can write your programs and we can compile it through the .NET. So what is mean by .NET? It is a framework for developing a web-based application and Windows-based application through the Microsoft environment, and it offers a fundamental concepts in Microsoft strategy, and it also moves the application development from client to server. So how it's working, .NET application and .NET framework, it is a combination of we are working with operating system plus hardware. This is a architecture of .NET. First thing, we can work with VB, VC++, VC Sharp, that is C Sharp and JavaScript. All those things we can work through the interface common language specification. This simply we can say CLS, and all the web related activities we can work through ASP.NET Web Services and Web Forms, and we can work with VB also through Windows Forms, and we can connect the database by working with .NET technology using ADO.NET with the help of ADO.NET, that is ActiveX Data Object, and with the help of XML, extensible markup language. What are the things you are using, what are the programs you want to write, all those things based on the base class library. So first one, common language runtime, Windows Forms. ASP.NET consists of web forms and web services, and we can also work with Visual Studio.NET. Common language runtime. Here, common language runtime application consists of CLS, common language specification, CTS, common type system, and standard class framework, automatic memory management, and if it is any error, that is handled by safer zone. And next one is deployment. We can remove the registration dependency, and it is safety also, we can avoid some problems. And it is a multiple language support. It is based on CTS. It is a rich type of system. From that only we can build a program or a framework in .NET. In CLR we can implement various types, data types like int, double, float, etc. And it consists of some of the specifications, and it will ensure interoperability between various languages. How to compile in .NET? So we have written the coding in the .NET, that is to be compiled by the compiler, and it can between the compiler and runtime we have intermediate language. This is called as IL, and we have a just-in-time execution with the help of CLR, common language runtime. So this is a compilation process how to do in .NET. So we are going to see about IL, intermediate language. .NET languages are not compiled to the machine code. They are compiled through the intermediate language. If you are taking the other languages, we have all those things that compiled as a machine language, but in .NET it is not like that. CLR accept that common language runtime accept the IL code, that is intermediate language code. It recompiles into machine code. That recompilation is processed by JIT, just in time. And the next one, just in time code. It stays in the memory for subsequent calls. If for every user calls, it stores and stays in JIT. In case where there is not enough memory, it is to be discarded. This is a process of JIT. So what are the language supported by the Microsoft? First one is VB, Visual Basic, C++, C Sharp, J Sharp, JScript. What are the other third-party building we can use in our .NET technologies? APL, COBOL, Pascal program, EFL, Haskell, machine language, Perl, Python, etc. So these are the Windows Forms framework for rich clients. First one is rapid application development, RAD. Second one is rich set of controls. Third one data aware. Fourth one ActiveX. And next one is licensing and accessibility. And we can do the printing support, Unicode support, and UI inheritance. That is user interface inheritance also. We can work with Windows Forms. Next one is ASP.NET Platform Services. This allow the web application and web services in .NET language. It is also used to generate HTML pages. By using this, we can do the capabilities of browser. And ASP.NET program is compiled into .NET class and catched the first time if it is called. All the subsequent calls use the catched version. So these are the logical evaluation of ASP. First one, it support multiple language, very improved performance, and it is all those things are based on control like text box, buttons, and list box, combo box. So all those things based on control. And next one is it is a event driven programming and model also. It is more protective and cleanly encapsulated functionality. ASP.NET Web Forms. It is clean and cute code. The code behind web forms easier to use. So all those things are tools. We can drag it and drop into the form, and we can work it with easier. And every code is compiled and then executed. Improved handling of state information. It support other .NET controls like data validation, data bound grids. From that we can connect the database and we can check the data and we can ensure the data whether it is correct input or given correct output came. All those things we can check through the validation. And next one is ASP.NET Web Services. It is a programmable application component via standard web protocols. Web services. So it is an application. It exposes its features and we can use over the network. And here in XML we are using extensible markup language to communicate between the server and client. It is also a powerful and we can create a new application, etc. ADO.NET, it is a combination of data and XML. We can create a data using data sets. It separates and connected disconnected issues and language neural data access and use the same data type in the CLR, common language runtime. It great support for XML. Visual Studio.NET, it developed the tool contains a rich set of productivity and debugging features. And the next one is this is a hierarchy and view how the .NET framework consists of. So summary of .NET framework. It dramatically simplifies the development and deployment. It provides a robust and secure execution environment and it supports multiple programming languages. Thank you.